round 2, 6 of Swords Tarot. It's your girl Bird, and I have SB for 2. We're going to get it kicked off real quick with a quick audio check. Mic check, mic check. Cool. Alright, and then I'll use some spray here. Hey Stella, how's it going? Welcome in. Give it just a moment for SB to join us, and then Archangel Michael, please protect this live stream. Spirit, please open me up to be a clear channel so I can deliver messages for the greater good, and so it is. Thank you, Stella. All right, SB, let me know when you're here. I have your questions ready. All right. Oh, Kedra. All right, we got Kedra in the deck too. Excuse me. There's a heat wave going on in my city. Welcome, guys. Awesome. Thanks so much. All right. I'm going to give one more minute for SB to join. Otherwise, I'll just get it kicked off because I have their questions. So I'll just jump into it. Okay. Gonna start with SB. Spirit. Shake off my sleepy afternoon energy here. Spirit, show me what is next for T.A., the Leo and I's connection. You had a nice time last weekend. What is next with the connection with the Leo? We have the Lavas. We have 6 of Cups. We have 5 of Pentacles. We have Queen of Cups, Page of Swords, Temperance, the Fool, and Knight of Wands. Okay, so Spirit, give me one sec. Sorry, I don't know. All of a sudden, I'm like fatigued. I'm fine. Here's the deal with the Leo. I would let the Leo pursue you. I wouldn't lay it on thick. I would let him lay it on thick. I would let him chase after you. I think that this person, here's the only reason why I'm not like completely sold on this connection, is because we have the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands. That's an imbalance of energy. The Queen of Cups is over-loving, over-giving, versus the Knight of Wands, who is the bull in a china shop. It's definitely some player energy, in and out. And then we have this 5 of Pentacles here where it's like someone's feeling left out in the cold. I do think this person could stick around for a while. I do think this person does want to come back for more. However, I would let them lead. Hey, newbie, thanks so much. I would let them lead and I would let them pursue you, especially if you are starting to feel like you're catching feelings here. With this Queen of Cups, this is Cancer energy, and this could be like maybe you're falling in a little bit too deep too prematurely, and so definitely want to keep a pulse of that, okay, for yourself. SB, Spirit, show me what else is going on here. We have 12th house, North Node, Leo. I definitely think it was fated that you met this person. I'm going to give it to you the real of how I see it. I don't think this is, I think this is, I don't know that this is Mr. Right. I think this is Mr. Right now, because I feel like he's not being, I feel like he's hiding, whether this be his motives or his long-term plan here. Like, you need more time to watch this guy's actions, especially if this is a brand new connection. Spirit, show me, what else do we have here? We have the Page of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. You need more time to see their actions versus their words here. This could be someone who is a bit of a smooth talker. With this Lovers, Page of Swords, we have some Gemini energy here. They may know how to say I don't know. They may know how to say the right things to get what they want. We have Flirt. This person is a flirt. Calling in your soulmate. And we have True Love. You could be falling deep quickly with this person, and I think Spirit is just saying you need more information before you let yourself fall, I feel like. And make sure that they are centering. It's funny, this isn't the Star, it's the Fool, but I keep getting like Star energy. Just make sure they're giving you the time and attention, and they're not just like moving on to the next thing. I feel like this person is very energetic as well, and so they could be I know you actually I know that they're a Leo, but I'm getting a lot of like fire and air energy combo, and it's like they could bounce from one thing to another, leaving this Queen of Wands feeling a little shaken, and I don't love that. The energy in the 12th house, I'm also not, whether this person is a lesson for a season. Your prayers, affirmations, visualizations help to bring you together. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Now I feel like you're in a stage and a time for you guys to be in a lighthearted connection versus there we go. Here we go. I think this is Mr. Right now. I don't think this is Mr. Right forever. Entertainment purposes only. Because you deserve, wifey treatment here. So just make sure this person's treating you well over time. Watch their behavior. Here's the other thing. I knew I was picking up on something. Here with this Fox energy. I think there are challenges in this connection. I think I'm sensing some incompatibility here. You may feel strong feelings already with this person. Maybe they were a little bit love bomby, which could be why you're kind of feeling that way. But I would definitely, with the Cross and the Fox and the Mountain, this isn't a great combo in the Lenormand. This could be someone who can be a little bit trickster, like this Knight of Wands. And I think I have the Page of Wands over over here somewhere too. But yeah, I'm just a little... with the Six of Cups, I'm also feeling a connection with, I don't know if they also have kids or if you're concerned about, you know, what that would look like for you guys. But anyways, I don't want to give you a negative reading, but I got to tell you, I'm picking up on, I think this is someone that you can have fun with and spend some time with. But if they start changing up or they're neglecting you, ignoring you, ghosting you, like, that's a huge red flag. Listen to it. I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. We're going to move on to the next one. Welcome in, guys. If you're called to donate, let me know. All right, I got one more for SB, and then we're moving on to Stella and Kendra. Up next, we have a general for August. Spirit, show me general energy for SB for the month of August. General SB, the month of August. We have 5 of Wands, Page of Swords again. We have the 4 of Cups, and we have the King of Swords. Now, there could be, you know, flowing over from the previous reading, there could be some potential conflict that you have to figure out or sort out in the month of August. And you may be thinking to yourself, I don't really want to deal with this. I shouldn't really have to do this. At my age, this is more annoying than anything, especially with all the other things that you've been dealing with. So I'm sensing something is bugging you, something's annoying you. You're trying to get to the bottom of something. You're trying to think logically rather than emotionally, and you're feeling there seems to be a bit of conflict. There seems to be something stirring up your mind and disturbing your peace. So there could be some issue happening. Welcome, Virgo. I am actually in the middle of the second reading. I know who you are. Yeah, 9 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, let's talk about this. So I will say, in the previous readings that I've done with you, the energy around you was looking pretty positive, and now there's like some type of challenge that's coming up. Now I mean, you're still dealing with, the personal stuff. I'm not going to mention that right now, but that's, still in the background, obviously, but the energy around you has been pretty positive. But there's some type of conflict that comes up early in the month of August. And this could be in regard to the Leo that you're dealing with, where you have to make some decisions. You're kind of annoyed that it almost seems like something that you don't even really need to be dealing with. It's like unnecessary drama or pettiness or annoyance. And I also feel like you're doing a lot. I also feel like you're doing many, many things at once. And so, again, entertainment purposes only, you may want to slow down with the things that you're doing, because I think make sure that you are not over busying yourself as a means of distraction, so that you're not dealing with your real feelings and anxiety, because that is, and that's valid, but I feel like there's some emotions or some things that are cropping up, and if you deal with it now, it's going to be better for you to deal with it now. So I'm seeing a bit of anxiety in the month of August. What else do I have here? We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the solution. okay? So there's some conflict, there's some uneasiness, and this can even be internal conflict about like, what do I do? What do I do? You want to solve something intellectually as opposed to emotionally. It is not a time to ignore your emotions either. I would definitely work through anything that's coming up. If you are someone who like goes to therapy, or you have like an outlet where you can express yourself, there are going to be some things that are popping up in the month of August that you will need to address in regard to like anxiety and worry. But part of the way through this is to, Knight of Pentacles, put the work in, slow and steady. You're not on anyone's timeline. You're not in a race to do anything. And so taking your time and getting it right and slowing down as you move into this season is going to help you. We're also still in the middle of Mercury retrograde, so things could be a little bit, hairy. And so right now is going to be a good time for you to, once you get to mid-August, I would start to slow down so that you can come up with better solutions for yourself for some of these issues. None of this is like a horribly chaotic stuff that you're never going to be able to overcome. I'm seeing these coming in as Four of Cups, more of annoyances and more of like, I'm too grown to be dealing with some of this drama type of stuff. We have the Magician here. You have the tools, the ability to overcome whatever it is that's coming up. And we have the Chariot. You just keep on moving forward, Virgo, because that's what you do, right? That's what a Virgo does. You make a plan and you keep on keeping on. So when you find yourself, and there may be moments, I'm stressing more early August, but there may be some moments early August where you are feeling like you're spinning or you're spiraling and you need to kind of chill. I would definitely slow down, make a plan for yourself. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, achieve your goals, and just make small progress every day towards your goal, because that will build up over time. Spirit, what else do we have? SB in the month of August. Spirit, show me. Uranus in Aquarius in the 4th house. Yeah. We are coming up with new solutions to make every day better, Uranus. Surprising changes within the home. We're doing things in a new way. We're inventing things in a new way. Maybe you have and I'm just going to give you a stupid little analogy because this is how my brain works. But say you're sending your kid to school, right? Your kid's starting school again, and you set up a little backpack station or a little lunchbox station where you're, you know what I mean? Making life very easy for yourself at this stage so that you guys aren't in a place where you're getting up and scrambling and running out the door. Making things more organized so that you can approach your days in just a more intentional way overall is what I'm feeling. Spirit, show me what else is coming in the month of August for, so yeah, making your space work for you, changing things in new and better ways. Aquarius, Uranus and Aquarius. How are we going to take this household into the future to make it work for us? That's what in that 4th house. We have boundaries. Creating clear boundaries, whether this is dating or friendships or someone who is annoying the hell out of you, even a coworker. If you're I'm too grown to be dealing with this, King of Swords, look, I can't talk about this right now. I will deal with this later. Or just, you don't need to be losing sleep over anyone or anything other than what's super important to you right now. So don't let yourself stress out over stupid stuff. Creating mental boundaries for yourself as well. We have transformation, healing, and we have finding. This could be you finding your boundaries, maybe finding your voice in a particular situation with somebody. transforming a relationship, boundary, situation so that someone is really understanding what you're trying to say, especially with that King of Swords energy. Spirit, show me what else. And then Stella's up next. We have Kendra on deck. If you're called to donate, let me know. Donations are open. Thanks for your patience as we get through all of this today. All right. What else do we have for you? Be bold and make the first move. There may be a conversation an important conversation that comes up, and it may be not in your nature to like speak up and be really bold, but you may have to make a bold statement and lay a bold boundary with somebody and say, no, I'm not doing this. Or like, I can't talk about this right now. Confidence is your key to success, and hold your vision. So you may start August a little unsure, a little shaky, and then I feel like you find your confidence and you just keep moving forward. Like the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot, moving forward in a solid, confident, secure way. I think that your mantra for the month of August is going to be, you've got this. I've got this. You are going to be fine. But there are some things that come up that you have to deal with, especially whether it's workplace conflict, relationship conflict with someone that you're dating or a coworker, and just laying down some thick boundaries. And some of the things that come out of your mouth, they may not be ready to hear, or they may not want to hear. That could cause some, interpersonal conflict there. Interpersonal, but just, I don't know. Yeah. It's tension. No. You're welcome. But yeah, it's, that's what I have coming up for you. But you've got this. So hopefully that made sense and I showed you a solution on how to get through that energy. All right, Stella, go ahead and post if you have not already. Oh, thank you so much. Okay. Good Lord, y'all. What am I doing? All right, we got Stella. Who will I marry? Okay, we're going to go over to the Crystal Visions. This is a good romance deck. Spirit, show me. Stella wants to know who will Stella marry. Spirit, show me. Cards flipping in the deck. Spirit, show me. What is this person's energy, attributes? Show us, who will Stella marry? Who will Stella marry? We have Queen of Wands here. High Priestess. Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Swords, Page of Wands, Two of Cups. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. We have the Magician here, some Gemini energy on the top of the deck. So I'm definitely getting several different zodiac signs here, but I do want to mention Gemini specifically. I also have, I'm picking up strong Virgo, Taurus energy too. We also have some fire here, but I don't want to get too focused on zodiac, but they could have a strong Gemini, even sun or moon placement going on with that Magician energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Six of Cups. So Who is this person? Who is this person Stella will marry? Well, we have the Knight of Pentacles energy, which is really where I want to focus. This is someone who is determined, someone who is hardworking. I also feel like this person can definitely command energy when they want to, or command a room if they want to. People notice them when they walk in, but with, you know, a combination with this energy together, they're not someone who's like bold and over the top. They may be more of like a strong, silent type, but they definitely carry a presence with them that people notice. This is someone I feel like who is well respected and someone who is very reliable. I think this person is intuitive as well, especially when it comes to partnership. I think this is someone who does desire to get married and also have a family here with the Six of Cups. So potential for kids, or however that would look like in your marriage. This is someone who, you know, they are very serious about their career, but they're also deeply desiring a romantic partner, and they may not even, I don't know, they may not even have expressed that much to like if their family and friends were like, yeah, this is like something this person may not really talk about, but it is something that they're desiring, is wanting to have that playful, loving relationship with like a best friend who would be their spouse. This is someone who is also extremely honest, and this is going to sound interesting. I feel like this person is also, this person may have come from a little bit of a chaotic environment, meaning like there could have been some stressful situations, but that has given this person the ability to thrive under stress and pressure. So they may thrive off of anxiety, like that kind of drives them. And that may be why they're such a hard worker and why they're able to get so much done. This is someone who is able to roll with the punches and go with the flow. Very honest. They definitely have, this is definitely more of a high energy person here with the Page of Wands. And I would say overall pretty well-rounded. There's nothing scary here. I don't see any, you know, major red flags other than this person maybe, you know, anxious from time to time, but hey, I feel like we all deal with that. But yeah, they really are looking for, I think this is someone who is loyal. I think this is someone who is devoted to their partner, and they are really looking to, you know, grow a family and have a long-term partnership. Spirit, show me what else. We have Mercury in the 10th house. Mercury in the 10th house. Career very much is going to be a huge focus for this person. They may talk about this a lot. Maybe they want more of a traditional role. So I don't know like what your plans are for, you know, growing a family or whatever, but this could be a more traditional where like they're going to be the breadwinner, and maybe, you know, if you're wanting to have a family and have kids, maybe you want to raise your kids at home for a period of time while they're young, and, you know, his career allows for that if that's something that you're into, that you want to do. Spirit, show me what else. Show me what else with this connection. Who is this person? Who is this person? I'm definitely picking up like dark features, like dark hair. This person could work in the medical field here with the Tower. In the Lenormand can talk about like a university or like a hospital, medical institution. This is someone who is, very sweet here with the bouquet. They definitely will make you feel special, seen. They want to express their love to their partner. Also, I feel like this person is lucky. This person may be someone who like wins things, or they're one of those people that it's like every time they play something they win, and they just have a lot of luck on their side. There is a lot of positivity around this person in general. Let me see what else. I have Kendra on deck. Wedding, chemistry, we also have this deception card. And I wonder if you are going to be skeptical of this person. I'm not actually picking up that they are someone who is lying. I feel like this is someone who is actually very honest, but because they are so kind, you may not be used to this energy, so I feel like you're going to be a little bit skeptical. This situation involves marriage. I also feel like your chemistry is going to be off the charts, and you're going to be questioning, is this real? So don't sell yourself short, Stella, when it comes to this connection. I don't think this person is deceiving you in any way. I think it just, there may be some really interesting connections and things that happen when you first like get together with this person, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, is this like too good to be true type of energy. So I'm gonna leave that with you. Thank you so much, Stella. We're gonna move on to Kendra's reading. Welcome in, guys. If you're called to donate, let me know. How is everyone doing? How's it going? How's it going? Okay, Kendra, let me know when you're here, babe. Oh, I don't have your question, so you can go ahead and post. Thanks, Stella. Hey, Kendra, you can go ahead and post. Oops. Yep, we sure can. And thumbs up for Newbie for keeping the list going. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to do a general reading for Kendra. Whoops. All right, Kendra, let's get into it. Spirit, show me a general reading for Kendra. General reading for Kendra. Okay, Kendra. Deep breath here. General reading for Kendra. General reading for Kendra. 3 of Cups. The Devil. Nine of Cups. Okay. Are you feeling a little rebellious, my friend? We have the 3 of Cups and the Devil. And the Hierophant, there could be something to celebrate here. There could be either an achievement or something. Oh my God, look how funny this is. Her shirt says evil. Evil woman. Look, you are feeling some type of way. Like you are feeling a little bit sassy and a little bit excited, and there isn't anything wrong with that. I kind of feel like you should really live this energy out loud, because maybe it's been a while since you really let yourself like let loose and get a little wild here. So this could be like you going out with your friends, having a good time. getting a little bit crazy, maybe having a few too many drinks, dancing with, 5 different men on the dance floor. I don't know what you're getting into, but I feel like you're doing something a little wild, and you're doing something a little like celebratory and having fun. You could be going out with like some of your girlfriends over here. Listen, I'm just reading the cards, honey. I also think there's something that you're really happy about and you're really excited about with the 9 of Cups, which is why I feel like this could be like celebratory, or maybe this is like if you're connecting with your old friends, like when you go back home, this could be like, I'm back, let's go hang out or whatever, right? 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, and the Emperor. I don't know. I also feel like, I don't know if there's a graduation or you're completing like your training program or whatever this is, but just be careful, because I feel like you might go out one night and you might go really hard to the point where you're like, listen, you're young, you're gonna figure this out. But I kind of feel like the next day you wake up and you're like, whoa, I totally drank too much type of energy. But listen, I feel like we all need to kind of get that out of our system sometimes, right? I feel like this is news of you getting a job and knowing that work and life is going to shift. And so there could be like a celebration where you go really hard on something. You finished, yeah, I feel like this is you potentially landing a job. Why? Because I have the 8 of Pentacles, I have the Emperor, 7 of Swords again. I'm not too worried about this one, where I feel like this is you kind of navigating life on your own. But yeah, I think Spirit is like, what's really cool in this 5 of Cups is you see how these cups here are the same as the ones that we're celebrating. And I was talking about how like maybe it's been a while since you've gone out or celebrated something, or you haven't been in this energy of like happiness and wish fulfillment. So I feel like this is you getting really excited about something and going like balls to the wall partying, which, listen, Aries know how to do that energy. Aries definitely know how to be in this double energy when they want to be, which is fun. Which is fun. Hierophant also talking about organization. So there could be a job opportunity coming your way that feels like it's something that you want to celebrate. You go out, you have, a crazy time, and then you're like, nose to the grindstone, I got to get really serious because I'm going to be working my ass off here. 8 of Pentacles. I also have the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like this is something that you've been waiting for a really long time, is to feel like you have a really solid routine and feeling confident in your day-to-day. We also have Hermit energy. So more like a lot of energy, 7 of Swords and the Hermit, it's very much energy about like navigating things by yourself, for yourself, following your intuition and where you're being guided. There is a time for work and there is a time for play. And when you do have a wish fulfillment, like, you're allowed to go out and party and have a good time. Just, make sure that you're safe about everything. We'll put it that way. Spirit, show me what else for Kendra. Neptune in the 3rd house. Sagittarius. This could be information where it's Sagittarius is about travel, the 3rd house of communication, and Neptune, it's like, I'm going to be here, there, and everywhere. I feel like I'm having whiplash. Neptune in the 3rd house says Neptune can be a little bit distorting, and so it could take you a while to get used to this new lifestyle or get used to this schedule. And so just, keep yourself grounded here with this Hermit energy, and make sure, like, you, at the end of the day, you're the main person who has your back. So make sure that you, and there's nothing to fear here, but just make sure that you are taking care of yourself in the meantime. Let me see what else, what advice does Kendra, what other words of wisdom do we have for Kendra? Spirit, show me. And then Stella, you'll be up next. Give me one moment. Bring your ideas to life. Overcome any obstacle. Time to heal. Yeah, I feel like there's a space for you to heal. Even though there's going to be a lot of moving parts, I think that you're feeling grateful that there's been this major shift, and I feel like this going through this process is going to be very, very healing for you. As you start this new chapter. Spirit, what else do we have for Kendra? What other insight do we have for Kendra? Forgive. And that could be forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for when you weren't, maybe there was a time where you doubted your ability to do something, or you were concerned and worried that like your wishes were not going to be fulfilled. And it's like, girl, you have more power than you might have been giving yourself credit for in your darkest moment. We have relax, new moon in Cancer. Yeah, make sure, I'm definitely feeling the jet set, jet lag energy. So make sure you are, and know you are loved. Yeah, forgive, relax, and know you are loved. Creating space for you to be able to just chill and unwind. Kendra, I'm going to leave that with you. In Spirit's blessing. I'm sorry, I keep yawning. I don't know what my issue is. Thank you. All right, Stella is up next. All right, Stella, let me grab a different deck. One moment. All right, Stella, let me grab. I want to use this deck. Oh, not this one. One moment. Sorry, my deck's just flew. Oh, we're going to use this one. All right, welcome in, guys. Whew. All right, Spirit, let's get connected to Stella's energy. All right, what does Stella need to know right now? What does Stella need to know? Queen of Pentacles. Wanted to pop out. Spirit, what does Stella need to know? Messages from her guides. Spirit, what does Stella's spiritual entourage want to tell her right now? You know what, Stella? I feel like you are very intuitive. We have Neptune and Aquarius in the 12th house. And Neptune is an extremely intuitive planet. The 12th house of what's hidden, psychic things, psychic abilities, dreams. It's the house of Pisces. And so I definitely feel like there is a major intuitive ability. I feel like not only may you be able to pick up on things for yourself. You may want to pay attention to your dreams, but I also feel like, I don't know if you've ever been drawn to this, but I feel like you're someone who could be like an intuitive or some type of reader for other people. So that could be something, I don't know if you're open to that, but that's definitely something I feel like you have the ability to do. 10 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. 10 of Swords. 3 of Wands. Temperance. Aquarius is also about the future, and I think Spirit is saying there is no time for fear right now. 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 10 of Swords. What is behind, you need to make peace with what is behind you and move forward in confidence with whatever you want your legacy to be, or whatever you want your career to be. And this could include something intuitive maybe that you feel called to do. 3 of Wands, ships coming in for you. Temperance, being able to do things in a very even flowing type of way. Page of Wands, the World. I'm also getting a message for you about not listening to, I don't know if there's other people who have judged you or wanted you to do something different than what you're doing. And you're like, no, I want to do this. And I feel like I'm not getting, I want to be very sorry. Mercury retrograde. I'm trying to be articulate right now. I feel like you have ideas about what you want your life and what you want your future to be. And I think that makes sense for you, but you've never been one to be like forceful and like, F you, this is what I'm doing. I think that you've been a little bit more quiet about that. You said, yes, I feel judged. And so instead of telling people that like, no, this is what I want to do, your actions are going to speak for themselves. You don't have to tell someone like, no, I'm not doing this. You can show them like, this is how I'm living my life. This is what I'm choosing to do to build my legacy. And they'll be able to see the proof as you move along and bring things into fruition for yourself. And this is going to shut people up with the world. This is the end of a cycle of people. You're no longer letting these voices, even within your psyche or your subconscious, question yourself, because you know you're on the right track. You said, I keep it to myself. Yeah. And so, the Queen of Wands, you could say something, but this is more about like, this is how I want to live my life. This is what I'm doing. And they're going to see how you're living your life and how you're like, the proof will be in the pudding. Ships coming in for you. Bringing something to fruition, to completion here with the world. And I also feel like, you might just like give them a little smirk and a wink and a smile. Page of Wands, like, yep, here I am. You guys questioned me the whole time, and here I am. I made it. And this could have something to do with your intuitive ability. Maybe your intuition was right on the whole time that led you to, whatever path this is. 5 of Wands, there may have been times where you felt defeated. And I'm surprised I don't have, the 5 of Wands is right before victory, right? It's this conflict. And it's interesting because in this traditional 5 of Wands, there's people who are like training and battling, but she's sitting here like by herself, because I think she knows that she is going to win this battle. And I think you know that you're going to win the battle of whatever legacy or whatever mark you're trying to leave on this world, or the way that you're wanting to live your life or have your career Ten of Pentacles, however the Ten of Pentacles resonates. This could also do with the type of relationship that you want to have, Two of Cups, or the company that you keep. You know, partnerships. People could have judged your partnerships and you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna talk about it, I'm gonna show you. This is, you know, what I'm doing. So very much action oriented and shutting people up that you may feel like are judging you. Don't let people get to you. People like to say all kinds of stuff, but I think your intuition's guiding you and you're on the right track, Stella. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm ripping through these pretty quickly today. Thank you. All right. I'm going to do last call for donations. Thank you guys so much. All right, guys, I'm going to take off here. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. I just want to make sure we don't have any stragglers, as I do sometimes. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.